Hello viewers, welcome to EduTube, your school support educational channel where you can learn and relearn everything. In this series, 50 Commandments in English Language, we dive deep into the essential rules and tips to improve your English proficiency. Whether you are a student, a teacher, or just a native or non-native speaker looking to refine your English proficiency and comprehensively understand the grammatical technicalities of the language, you are in the right place. Before we move on with today's lesson, if you are new to this channel, please kindly click on the subscription button below this video to get notified of more academic lessons like this, and of course the subsequent lesson after this. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say a big thank you for your love and support always. I will see you in a moment. Welcome back. So in our previous lesson, we stopped at commandment number 35, and in this lesson we are proceeding to commandment number 36. Without any further ado, what does commandment number 36 say? Commandment number 36 says that when using the word prefer, it should always be followed by the preposition to rather than when making a comparison. Now let's go straight to the explanation of the reasons behind this commandment. We'll start with prefer. Now the verb prefer expresses a stronger liking or favoring of one thing over another thing. So when you use the word prefer, it means you are showing a stronger interest or a stronger preference or a stronger liking or favor for something over another thing. So the correct preposition or the correct preposition to use with prefer to connect the two things we are comparing in terms of our likeness for one over the other, we use the preposition to. Okay, so what about than? Now, than is also used to compare things, but than is exclusively or is majorly used for connecting two words being compared using adjective or adverbs. That means it is used for comparative adjectives or comparative adverbs. Now, let's jump straight into examples to elucidate what we've just said. Now, the first example says that I prefer jollof rice than rice and stew. I prefer jollof rice than rice and stew. Now, this person who says I prefer jollof rice than rice and stew is trying to show a stronger liking for jollof rice over stew. Now, according to our commandment, which states that when we use the word prefer, it should always be followed by preposition to rather than when making comparison. And as we have explained, we said than is used majorly or exclusively for comparative adjectives or adverbs, and prefer isn't a comparative adjectives or adverbs. So that sentence or that expression, I prefer jollof rice than rice and stew, is incorrect. Now, what is the correct version of this expression? The correct thing to say is I prefer jollof rice to rice and stew. Now let's take a look at another example, example 2. Now the second example says that my dad prefers tea than coffee. My dad prefers tea than coffee. Now the two things we are comparing in this regard, or the two things we are showing a stronger liking for in this expression or in this sentence, are tea and coffee. Now, with the use of the word prefer, that makes the expression ungrammatical or grammatically incorrect because of the usage of then after prefer. So as stated by our commandment number 36, when we use the word prefer, we must follow it directly with preposition to. So the correct expression to say in this expression, in this sentence, is my dad prefers tea to coffee. My dad prefers tea to coffee. I hope that you've learned something, and I hope you're going to put them into use in your written and spoken English. And before we move on, before we end this lesson, please, if you are new to this channel, please kindly encourage us to do more of this by clicking on the subscription button below this video to get notified of my academic lessons like this, and of course the subsequent lesson or the subsequent commandment after this. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say a big thank you for your love and support always. I will see you in the next lesson.